Yeah, so I bet you forgot this was a thing. Crossovers! Who doesn't love them? A rare chance to see how different properties would interact with each other, as well as a spectacular source of fan service and IP exposure. It's really often a win-win for both fans and creators, so it's really no surprise that we're seeing more and more crossovers throughout all types of media every year. Zelda itself has been no stranger to crossovers over the past 35 years. From references and nods between it and the Mario series, to Link's inclusion in the original Super Smash Bros. Roster, to even a guest fighter appearance in Soul Calibur 2. But today I want to focus on one of the Zelda series' most interesting and unlikely crossovers, found in Sonic Lost World. So before we can dive into this proper, a little bit of backstory on Sonic Lost World. In 2010, shortly after the release of Sonic Colors, Sonic Team got straight to work on their next modern Sonic game, Sonic Lost World. In 2013, Sega announced a deal with Nintendo that would consist of 3 Wii U exclusive Sonic games: Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Winter Olympic Games, Sonic Lost World, and what would later become Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric. This exclusivity deal was essential to the creation of the crossover zone seen in Sonic Lost World. As series producer Takashi Iizuka explained in an interview with 4Gamer, this deal opened up the idea of including zones in Lost World based on Nintendo IP. Since the game, at least at this point in time, was only planned to release on Wii U, and as you would expect, when the game later did lose that exclusivity and come to PC, the Nintendo zones did not follow. Iizuka also explained in the same interview that these zones were originally planned to be included in the retail release of Sonic Lost World, but due to time constraints were reconceptualized as free DLC. Now, I have been saying zones, and that's because while Sonic Lost World does include a Legend of Zelda Zone as part of this DLC, it also includes a zone based on the Yoshi's Island series. Due to Sonic Lost World's unique level structure switching between 2D and 3D focused levels, these IP were chosen to play in line with the game's 2 gameplay styles. The Yoshi Zone is fun and does its job of feeling like you're playing a Yoshi's Island level, but the real star of the show here is the Legend of Zelda Zone. So, Sonic's take on Zelda. How is it? Surprisingly fantastic. Sure, this stage is extremely short, being easily completed in 5 to 8 minutes, but it is a fun and respectful homage to The Legend of Zelda. The level is split into 2 parts, with one giving Sonic a small Hyrule field to run around, and the other taking inspiration from Ocarina of Time's Fire Temple to craft a more traditional Sonic Lost World half to the level. It's a short ride, especially for the blue blur, but full of fun details and callbacks. In Hyrule Field, you will immediately notice that this take on the classic Hyrule Plain takes the bulk of its inspiration from Twilight Princess, with the castle being easily identifiable as from that game. As you run around the field, however, you'll start to encounter more Ocarina of Time-inspired callbacks, with the Stall Children and Deku Scrubs serving as the area's main enemy, and Gossip Stones littered all around the plain. And these recreations are extremely faithful to Ocarina, with the Stall Children emitting their very same green glow upon death, Deku Scrubs being defeated by sending their Deku Nuts flying back at them, and Gossip Stones reacting with the same sound when hit by Sonic. The Gossip Stones even have a secret interaction where if you hit them with Sonic's Bomb Wisp power-up, they will rocket into the sky, just like in Ocarina. The lake opposite of the castle even shares a very similar structure to Lake Hylia in Ocarina, with 2 bridges connecting 2 different islands. Beyond that, there are cuckoos that can be attacked to provoke their vengeful wrath, fairies that hang around Gossip Stones just like they did in Ocarina after playing Zelda's Lullaby, rupees that are collected throughout the entire level and share the same sound effect as Ocarina, treasure chests that Sonic can open and peer into with the iconic Zelda animation and jingle, Link literally flying around the level on his Crimson Loftwing from Skyward Sword, and even a puzzle where the player must use a bomb enemy to break open a rock and find their way to the next half of the level. As I mentioned earlier, the second half of the level is based on the Fire Temple from Ocarina of Time, because of course you can't have a Zelda level without a dungeon. Again, the theming here is pretty expertly pulled off, with the interior design feeling like it was pulled right out of the Fire Temple. You'll even find Gorons rolling through the tunnels of this part of the level. However, they aren't ready to slow down and have a chat, trust me, I tried. One of my favorite details of this entire level is related to Sonic's health meter. That's right, health meter. Instead of the tried and true Sonic health system based on rings, we are in classic Zelda fashion given 3 hearts. And if you happen to lose 2 of those hearts, you'll start to hear that sweet, sweet, annoying beeping. Luckily, the treasure chests I mentioned earlier contain heart containers based on the Ocarina of Time design that will add an additional heart to Sonic's health bar. Back to the dungeon portion of the level though, because while it isn't hiding quite as many Easter eggs and callbacks as Hyrule Field, there are a few more to point out. As you travel through the tunnels of this dungeon, you can spot one more familiar Zelda enemy, Keese, as they fly down the tunnels at you. Also, if you're willing to pull the brakes and take a look at the start of one of the level's tunnels, you'll find a cracked floor texture, and by pulling out Sonic's Bomb Wisp power-up again, you can access a hidden route full to the brim with extra rupees. And finally, I want to bring to your attention the music you've been hearing in the background this whole time. Because that's right, Sonic Lost World received 2 original remixes of classic Zelda tunes for this stage. And one of them just so happens to be the best rendition of A Link to the Past Light World dungeon theme I've ever heard. Such a great song, and who would have thought the best rendition of it would be hiding in a Sonic game? The other song that plays during the Hyrule Field section of the level is the Legend of Zelda's main theme, which is one of the more upbeat renditions of the song I've heard, fitting for a Sonic game. The level finally draws to a close when Sonic comes to an altar and finishes the level by obtaining the entire Triforce, making him canonically the most powerful being in all of Hyrule.
This must be the entrance to the bumper car area.
That tornado's carrying a car.
Tails, I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. I'll make you eat those words. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you.
If this zone was considered canon. Unfortunately, it isn't. And yeah, that's the crazy little collaboration that is Sonic Lost World's Zelda Zone. When I first heard about this DLC, I thought it was an odd pairing. I mean, you have Mario sitting right there, which is the obvious pairing for a Sonic crossover zone. But no, Zelda and Yoshi. It's just so bizarre to me to think that Zelda got its own crossover level in a Sonic game before Mario, the world's biggest gaming icon, Sonic's longtime rival, and even his co-star in the Olympic Games. And once more, what's even more surprising is how well they actually work combined. Zelda has had a lot of crossover promotions over the years, but the Zelda Zone in Lost World is, in my opinion, among the most substantial and best. This isn't just a character inclusion in a fighting game or a cosmetic costume in a different series, but straight up a slice of the Zelda experience adapted into a Sonic game. And I, for one, would be all for seeing something like this again in the future. Hey guys, I hope you learned something new about the glorious crossover that was the Zelda Zone in Sonic Lost World. And I want to encourage you guys to give this game a shot if you're at all interested. Now, of course, the Zelda Zone alone is not worth the $20 price tag, but playing through the rest of the game in tandem with making this video, I think there's a very underrated game in Sonic Lost World. I think Sega really wanted something big for this game. There is definitely a Mario Galaxy feel to it I had while playing. And while it's most certainly not as consistently good as Galaxy, I do think it shares some truly great moments. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe. E3 is right around the corner, and I will be here to talk about all the exciting news it brings. Who knows, maybe we'll get some news on Breath of the Wild 2 and a new Sonic game. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel for all of that and all the prediction videos that will be going up before that. And yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that at XenogamerYT. You can join us in the Discord with the link in the description below. And you can come by the Twitch channel every Friday night for streams there. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Do you want to see Sonic crossover with Zelda again? What other series would you like to see crossover with, I was going to say Sonic, Zelda. And, I mean, you can do Sonic too if you want. And, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye, have a great day.